Oh yeah. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Welcome to another great edition of Grown Man Record Night. It's your number one Friday night destination situation. That's what I say about it. That's all I've got to say about it. Number one Friday destination situations. Grown Man Record Night. You're going to want to spend it with us right here. This is the place to be. Steve Jones joining us.
I'm glad I'm here.
Yeah, man. We appreciate you dropping by. Yeah, you got some things to talk about.
I honestly felt like I wasn't going to come, and then I turned on the show when you started. Mm-hmm. I was like, you know what? No matter what the week was like, when it comes time for the show, you're on. And I was like, no, it's a good show, and I got to get down there because there's some things I did that I wanted to share. So.
Sure. Oh, I've had some weeks where I've taken some lumps, you know what I mean? And then, but when it comes to Friday night, and I'm like, all right, I know how to do this.
You did it your way.
I'm gonna handle it like a professional. Give me that. Where's that? All right, I got it. Everybody, calm down. I got it.
Do you have a soda or water or tea?
I don't have anything going on here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. But we want to appreciate everybody joining us on this Friday night, another glorious Friday night. Hey, I appreciate you. What's that right there? A late one?
I think
that's for Steve. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's a prize soda right there.
I think you should tell everyone about the battery.
Our battery's kind of low. We're going to zip it along this evening. We may go to a little webcam action later on. We got another little battery charging up in the living room. We may be able to get on with that.
Hey, you know what?
A little suspect.
If things fail.
Right.
We're going to go to graphic, and you're going to keep, the show going for a little bit.
It moving.
We'll keep it moving.
We keep it moving.
But you might be on graphic, but we'll still be talking to you.
That's the orders of the day. Keep it moving. That's what we're going to do. We're going to keep it moving. Remind everybody of our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/MacheteMiller. That's what you're going to want to go there and check out all the segments that you missed.
In fact, I think you just put up the show that I hosted.
That's right. When I was on vacation, I'm a little bit behind. I got a couple weeks behind. I put the one up where Steve hosted when I was on vacation. Very good show.
I appreciate
Very cool.
You not showing the part where I didn't have any audio for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, man, I trimmed it down. I'm all about trim. You know what I'm saying?
You like the trim?
I like trim.
Okay.
And I like.
Hey, do you like cat?
Cat. So that's cool. So go there, like our page, check out all the segments that you missed. It's a big old fat good time. Yeehaw! Right? That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Is somebody saying? Yeah, somebody said it earlier. I heard them. Okay. So what else are we going to go to? What else has been going on this week in the world of music? I'm just going to zip through here. That's a bunch of new releases. This is some stuff I care about.
I did listen to the radio this morning, and
a
radio station talked about possibly doing like a segment where they eat potato chips.
Oh, come on now!
They talk about try to pick who the best chips are.
And yes, who it is.
They were trying to argue whether they should include Cheetos and whether they should include.
You include everything if you're judging chips.
Hey,
if you want a letter from my lawyer,
it's already been done. Here.
Chips means crunch, right?
If you want to start
that's my definition of chip.
If
it crunches, it's kind of a chip.
I'm not sure if they
we're not even ready to talk about that.
Yeah,
30% chip.
I'm just putting it out there in the news.
That's way out there.
In the news.
MGMT, Subdoa, Crystal Stills.
What are you doing?
I'm looking at new releases, man. I'm just seeing if anything kind of jumps out at me.
Anything?
Ain't nothing, man.
Mike Patton. Did you hear about? He released something a while back.
In the Pine?
Beyond the Pines.
I almost picked it up today.
Let me tell you something.
It's
funny you mentioned that. Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay. How much is it over there?
It's what?
It was, it might have been less than 20. It might have been around 20.
Okay. So check this out,
folks. It was almost
We've mentioned it when we were keeping a little bit better with our new releases and whatnot.
I got it for 99 cents at Kmart.
You don't know nobody. You don't know anybody. McGregor. Go over there, McGregor. I want you to stand in the kitchen, McGregor. Ain't no McGregor's. Hey.
Those were very nice satchels.
You don't
they made good satchels.
No. You take your turf shoes, get it on in the kitchen.
So Mike Patton,
he did the original soundtrack for Beyond the Pines, I think it's called. And
if you're not familiar with Mike Patton,
Faith No More, Mr. Bungle, Tomahawk, Peepin' Tom.
Projects, very project oriented.
So I'd talked about it on the program before because the record had came out. They released the soundtrack on vinyl. Very cool. I'm sure it was very cool. And I never really took the time I didn't purchase it. And I didn't really check it out online. This past week, actually, I was at work. I was writing some things down with keys.
Yeah.
Chick, chick,
yeah,
chick,
flashy
chick,
keys.
chick, 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 and chick, chick, chick. I was writing something. But behind while I was writing, I was like, I threw it on the old YouTube for the and that soundtrack had the entire
Sure.
had the entire soundtrack on there.
And they didn't flag it.
No. So I listened to the whole thing, and it's very cool.
You liked it?
Oh, it's incredible.
Well,
it's a great soundtrack. Sounds like one of those
local record shop.
It sounds like one of those old Italian. What is it? Enrico.
I think it's time you Americana.
Yeah, that crazy
and
stuff.
Americana.
The Boards of Canada was into the Italian. Yeah, it's good stuff. Those Italian soundtracks are really cool, man. I really dig them. That's a recent thing I'm into. Recent.
Well, maybe it's time you bought actually some new vinyl.
I need to buy some. I got some new vinyl I'm going to share here in a little bit. I've got a few that I splice together.
Yeah, but your new stuff
Yeah.
is not new to you anymore. It's new to everybody else.
True.
But
You want to talk about things you've already played tonight?
Let's do that. Let's zip through that real
Let's go ahead
quick.
and do that.
Hey,
Starting
into
off
it.
this evening.
Yeah.
I grabbed a random, just into the stack, pulled out
random record right there.
Deadly Earnest and the Honky Tonk Heroes, and this was just kind of get our levels right and all that jazz. I had this shoved aside for some reason. It was a pretty damn good record,
Like
man.
Mike Cross kind of stuff?
Sort of. Yeah, look at that. I don't know about it. It was in my rock stuff, but that needs to be over in country. It's good country Americana feel kind of stuff. I don't know, man. If
It's
you
like
see that
dogs
out,
playing poker.
you see that out in the jungle, I wouldn't be ashamed to pick that up. I'll be honest. That's good stuff. Followed up with some Passport. This is Sky Blue. Sie haben einen großen Sound, yeah? Yeah, 78. Warner, this is some kraut jazz rock. This is Primo, came from the Bossman. I mean, that's good stuff. He gave us a few Passport
I have a
records.
Passport album now.
Jesus Christ, those guys put it
Good
down.
band.
They pick them up, and they put them down.
I respect it.
I'll respect it. Good time stuff, man.
Now, I'm glad you played this other one. I remember.
Oh,
you
right,
had,
man.
Is this the only Talking Heads album you have?
No, I've got another one up there.
This is a good
You
one.
got another one too?
I got a quick question for you.
Sure.
A question from someone off the camera.
No, nearing limit soon.
Okay.
I hit okay already.
All right.
How's the camera doing?
Camera.
Okay, we're just going to
All
ride it out the storm.
We'll zip it.
Ride
we'll
in
zip
the
it.
storm out.
We already told them about the situation, right?
Oh, we
Sure,
talked
yeah,
about
yeah,
the
we talked
situation.
about
With the
Talking
This is
Heads
77.
77. Hey, that's the record that's got Psycho Killer for
Yeah.
those that don't know.
This is the album. This is the album before Adrian Belew's influence upon.
But I tell you, the whole
great album.
the whole record's damn good. I always end up playing this.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's a fucking guy!
exactly.
I always end up playing the side that's got Psycho Killer on it, but we played the other side tonight, which is equally as cool.
I
but-
interviewed David Byrne.
Yeah?
Yeah. He wouldn't let me talk about music. I couldn't ask him any.
What'd he say about
any
it?
questions about music?
Brow?
He put on a show at a local museum,
Rain grenade?
and I told the news department, "Hey, David Byrne is over at Sika." And
What's
they
the
said-
news department?
They said, "Who's David Byrne?" So I said, "I'll do the interview." So I took a photographer with me
somebody said who's
and
David
went to Sika, and I shot the interview. It was a great art show. Went to the premiere,
Right.
and it was great. He did like some pop art kind of stuff.
Hey, he's a weirdo guy, but
Oh, I love him. In
I
fact, one
appreciate
of
that.
the things he requires when he comes to visit to do an art show or whatever is a bicycle. It's in his whatever.
rock contract
So he
rock.
gets the bicycle and he goes
He rides
downtown and he
around.
takes his camera and takes pictures
Bogus.
and stuff. So I'm sure he puts it into his work, his lifestyle.
Yeah. He's an interesting guy.
I was
You know,
impressed. I was totally
He's
impressed.
that's not everybody's.
But you know what? I might want to ask you a question about how music affects art and art affects music, and I totally wouldn't go there.
Hey, speaking of questions,
What question? You got a
you
question?
know, Sean0612 from New Jersey,
yeah.
he mentioned that we may want to do some viewer questions, so we may be taking some viewer questions coming up here in the future. You got a question, you can shoot it in. We're going to build a graphic where you can send it to an email
You
address.
should get a phoner graphic. We should do a phoner with
Yeah,
Sean.
we can do a phoner, but let's hook up. Folks start thinking about it. If you got questions for Grown Man Record
Yeah,
Night, you got picked up a
You need
record.
a static IP.
Static IP.
Did you play some other records?
I played some other records. All right, we'll keep it moving. But think about that. We're going to do some viewer mail.
My job to prom.
All right. Okay. Let's keep it moving. Gary McFarlane, The End Sound,
Is
on
that
the
one
Verve.
dot highlighted on purpose?
What's that?
On the front, that one dot.
It is a Verve
I
record.
picked up a Verve.
Hey, hold up the inside of that guy. Look at that. Look at the inside picture. That's great. Talking about little Gary McFarlane, The End
So
Sound.
he's a Vibes player?
He played. He was fantastic. That's some of my favorite like lounge music, and
I love the art.
Oh my
Modern
god!
art.
And on the Verve, nice card stock, nice record stock. I mean, nice pressing. You know. Okay, I won't harp on it.
Back when it was nice.
That's one of my favorite records, man.
Back when it was nice.
It's in a used to be in constant rotation here, Grown Man Record. We hadn't played it in a little bit. That's one of my favorites. How we played little Joe Turner, great rhythm and blues. Look at this, great cover. This is fantastic. Bulldog Records, fantastic rhythm and blues cut I picked up from
This
a
is
spot.
the guy that worked with other artists, right?
Kansas City blues.
And he did all
hollering, did all that hollering stuff with his blues, and it was cool, man. He seemed like an out there cat, you know what I mean?
Volume 4.
He was out there.
Man, Volume 4.
Yeah, it's Volume 4. I don't know what that is. But we followed that up with a little Black Sabbath Paranoid. I mean, we don't really need to say a whole lot about this. I just kind of felt like playing damn music. Had it set aside last week for Friday the 13th. We played Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, but we didn't play this one.
Oh wow!
And so we jammed that one.
Hey, do you want to hear about a technical error live on air?
What did it say?
Feedback detected.
Okay.
Supposedly, this little window says it doesn't affect anything, but just letting you know feedback.
Let you know feedback. Are we too hot? Are we too hot coming in?
I don't think so.
Are we hot coming in?
Somebody's trying to shut you
Okay.
down.
Okay. You hit okay. We're still
Yeah,
recording.
we're
All right. Okay, here we go. And then last record that was on the table was War, the Youngblood soundtrack, staple in the Grown Man Record Night collection, one of the best funk albums I've got.
There was one more
Can't get
record
enough of
before
it.
we started.
Okay.
Which is,
Tell me
I
about some
picked
of these
this up
records.
today.
Steve.
It's a sealed. It was a sealed promotional copy of Gentle Giant's interview
Yeah, I
album.
really enjoyed that.
And it was really, really, really good.
That's awesome.
I was impressed.
What do you know about Gentle Giant?
Well, I know they're a great jazz rock band from
Yeah,
the
it's kind of
early
fusion-y,
70s.
like I'm all over the place.
And I picked up their album Power and the something. It's the, it looks like a King of Diamonds, King of Spades or something.
Inappropriate.
Card on both sides. It's a really cool album. And I just knew I liked them. I had heard some of their stuff on YouTube. And so I picked up this, and there's also a live album that I picked up today. Picked up some good records.
Yeah, I love that. That was a great record. I saw that and I passed on it.
Yeah. Singers sound kind of like either Klaatu or Nectar. Or
Nectar?
something like that.
Yeah.
Plot 2, Barada, Victo.
I've got a claw too. Baraka. All right. What else did you pick up?
Obama.
Tell me about something else.
Banaka Blast. Are we talking?
Hey, you know
Are
what?
we
You know what? 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 Speaking of Sean 0612, tell me about that one record you picked
I
up.
was
That
going to
cover.
get to that. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Talking about some stuff.
So our man Sean up in
document-
Jersey, he's hooking
So-
us up with a lot of graphics over the.
So here's
days.
here's the live Gentle Giant album. Here, check
That's
that.
a live one.
I haven't even listened to this yet.
Oh, we'll get to
I
that.
bought these records like maybe 3 hours ago. So
Yeah.
some of this stuff I've never listened to, but some of it I had to listen to just before the show because I wanted to see what it was like, and it's.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy. I have to thank my wife for a lovely anniversary gift.
Oh.
Hey.
Hey.
I mean, I'll start with the first record that I bought with that in mind was this. I've talked about
Roadhouse.
this. I've wanted this. This is Rodriguez Cold Fact.
What?
This is the album
What?
The Gentleman from Detroit that the movie
What?
This is Searching for Sugar Man. This is the record that it all was
What?
that it was about. I haven't even opened that yet, so I've heard the album. It's great, but I haven't.
What?
We might break it later when things start
Oh.
to go into that place.
Pop the cherry. Did we ever do a Dig of the Week graphic?
No, I don't think
Records over. Dig of the Week graphics not happening. I'm throwing up. I'm going to throw up on everybody.
so. In your mouth?
Oh, God. No, they're all over everybody in the room.
Well, just keep it to yourself.
We're going to be doing so many laps after the show. We're all going to be running
digging
laps.
right now.
Okay, well, we've been talking
Because we've been talking about digging.
Yeah, we've been talking
Well,
digging.
Yeah, it wasn't no in particular record that was like popping out as dig of the week, but
No. I got a few to talk about.
I'll throw this out first. When I got over here, I did some trading. It's one thing to go out and dig, but then you dig and you're like, wow, I got all this stuff. And some of the things you have might be
Via Consuelos.
maybe not fitting in your library, and after listening, you're like, yeah, well, maybe I could do something else. So me and the cameraman are doing a little trading.
Okay.
And I picked up a couple
That's fun,
tonight,
man.
a couple quickies. I think I played this last week when I was here. This is ELO's Out of the Blue double album.
Great record. I've got it. It's in shitty shape.
I think probably this is the first album I ever bought, and most of my ELO collection disappeared at some point. I don't know why. There were some hazy years in the late 80s for me. So
you got a beard. Of course,
this is a great album, and it came with this paper model that I used to hang in my bedroom.
Oh yeah, the model. I want the model.
Is it? No, it's not in there. This is Stick Equinox from Styx.
That's a good record.
I have this, but this is in much better shape.
That's a good record, man.
We're going to trade.
I don't like all Sticks, but I like some Sticks. And that's
some of the grandiose.
That's a good record. That's a good record.
Knights in shining armor.
That's that river you got to cross when you've done all bad things.
I did bad things.
Tonight, I also picked up a Deep Purple album I haven't heard.
Okay.
This is called Come Taste the Band.
Inappropriate.
This is David Coverdale.
Inappropriate. We're going to start the show over.
David Coverdale singing lead.
2.
Ian Gillian's already gone.
Yeah.
David Coverdale's singing lead, and I think Richie Blackmore's no longer with the band, but I hope it's a good album. I haven't listened to it yet.
Okay.
So, yeah. But anyway, moving along. Also tonight, I picked up a couple more. They Might Be Giants.
Oh yeah, nice, man. What year is that?
It's a 12-inch maxi single.
It's a maxi single, so it would be 45.
Start. This is their first single that they released. And They Might Be Giants is coming back to Winston-Salem in October.
That's cool.
I highly recommend them. I saw them.
Was it them that just played here for free?
No.
No, it was the other one. Dinosaur Jr.
Some jazz. This is called Juicy by Willie Lobo.
Oh, look at that.
And I saw this record. I've seen this album cover before. I love the album cover.
I want that.
It's an orange.
It's on Verve, baby.
Verve album. There's a white chick kind of grooving to some Latin
Look that
jazz.
up. That's worth a piece, man. I want Mikey likey.
I like
you
that.
Talk trade.
I listened to that before I came over. Just to hear what we're talking about.
Turkey now.
Last week after the Wake Forest game, it was a real crappy game.
Sit!
We got in, we got out.
Brett said hut.
We went over to the Mega Thrift, and I thought I'd picked them clean, but I went in there and found 22 records, or 23 records, for 69 cents a piece. And we're talking.
Crazy talk.
This one I had to share.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Speaking of Sean 0612. Check this out, man.
It's the Paul Marriott album. Can you pop up the graphic that Sean did?
Check this out.
This is
Steve
one of two graphics he did with this album cover, I believe. And I really like it a lot. It's one of my favorite graphics.
Hold on.
If cameraman can
look how cool that is.
He's almost there.
There's.
Okay.
Hold. Thank you. Okay. Cameraman needs you to hold it. What's all that? What was that? What was that?
That was.
I think my mic fell off.
You dropped
Here
your
it
mic.
is. My mic fell off.
There you go.
And there's your graphic.
There's the graphic. So there's the album that it came from. At least one of the albums, maybe. I don't know if it's been used before.
Stock
Paul
photo.
Marriott. Also for 70 or less than 70 cents.
That's awesome.
Giorgio Gaslini meets
Man,
Jean-Luc Ponty and a number of other artists.
Not seen
Paul
this.
Rutherford.
I want this.
This is some free jazz, and it's out there.
That's
it's
up my damn bread basket, Steve.
It's in your bread basket. It's right there.
Oh my God.
It's right there. A couple more real quick.
Right,
this was actually stuck in another album.
Yeah.
This is Thriller 25.
It's
disc
remixes,
number
right?
2. And it's got some of the hits that have been remixed by like Will.i.am and a number of other artists, and we might have to listen to this because I think that'll play really well on this show. And it's nice, thick vinyl.
Oh, that is. That's fairly recent.
But these are the
2008.
two. These are the two I got at the thrift store that blew my mind.
Come on.
Two Charles Mingus.
Come on, man. I don't have any Mingus.
Now this guy,
no fair.
I hadn't heard it. I think I've heard maybe some Mingus on the documentary by Ken Burns.
No fair.
But this stuff is incredible. He's an angry double bass player. Also, he's a composer conductor that a lot of people said took the place of
Charlie Bird?
Orchestrator.
Duke Ellington.
Duke Ellington. Duke Ellington's place in the world of orchestration. It's incredible stuff. And the live album in Carnegie Hall, he's really more of him showcasing his double bass playing, and it's out there. It's free jazz as well. But I want to finish with this record because when I saw it, it kicked off a memory that we were talking about. This is the Jimmy Castor Bunch.
Oh, man. Let me tell you something about
Jimmy Castor Bunch.
Jimmy Castor Bunch. This is going to be a great LP. I have a 45. Can't find the damn thing to save my damn life.
This is closer to disco, but it's still funky.
Yeah, that's later Jimmy Castor. I've got the Troglodyte 45, which I can't find. I was going to pop it out for tonight.
Well, what's so special about Jimmy Castor?
Well, I was going to mention tonight, I saw earlier this week our good buddy Sean, who made the graphic we previously mentioned.
That we just looked at.
Absolutely.
That took our cameraman 10 minutes to find.
In 2006, Sean interviewed Jimmy Castor.
What?
It was great, man. And I got me thinking, I was like, Jimmy Castor? I'm like, that's Troglodyte. I got that 45. And then you popped in with that record.
Earshot, and the first thing I saw was this Jimmy Castor record.
It's a great record. I think it's mixcrate.com. Go in there and look for DJ Sean in NJ, I believe. NJ as New Jersey. I think that's what it is. He may correct me. Check the social stream or the chat on the Ustream or the comments on the YouTube video. I don't know. I may be speaking out of school, but I know it's on there. That's really cool.
No.
That's really cool.
We can do some live social updates.
Nope.
No.
Stretching our limits.
This is not the Today Show.
This is not. Okay, I'm going to bust out a few records real quick. I had to put aside. I didn't get a chance to get in the stores this week. This was a busy week. Oh, yeah.
Tonight, today,
tomorrow, and future and beyond. This was a busy week. Didn't have a chance, but I wanted to highlight some records I have in my collection that I don't think I've mentioned so far. We did mention this one at one time. This is OK Computer by Radiohead, given to me by the girlfriend. Christmas present. Everybody loves OK Computer. I'm pretty sure this won a Grammy this year.
This year?
No, the year it came out.
Oh.
This year.
Did it win a Grammy?
I'm pretty sure.
It
was very.
Who cares? Who cares about the Grammys? This album belongs, on a
right up there with
shelf. But I'll tell you what,
this fake plastic trees.
This is your standard album, but this is double LP, and the stock of the whole package.
You'd think it would be on one record, but it's on two records.
Yeah, which the grooves are thick and wide on this mug. I'll tell you what.
Each record weighs at least 5 pounds.
And each record has some incredible artwork on it.
5 pounds worth of artwork.
This is a whole deal, man. The cover, the back cover, the inlays, both. Look at that. Let's hold that up. Modern World. Actually, flip it over. So what they've done is they've stretched it out and to make it a double LP. The sound quality is incredible on this. Big, thick, wide grooves, man. Your needles cutting through on this, man. It's where it's at. That's how you're supposed to do it. It's a little irritating. I hear you from people that are like, yeah, and there's like two.
The packaging is insulting.
Well,
no, straight up.
No,
screw you. Don't put it in that way because you can't.
Nah, it's kind of
you can't.
Yeah, it's
trying.
No, the most insulting packaging is the Fleetwood Mac Tusk album. Because each record comes double wrapped in a sleeve within a sleeve.
That's opposite
and you
directions.
try to get it in there, you're.
3, 2, okay.
4.
Another record
Go.
I wanted to mention this evening.
Go. Camera 2. Go.
I don't think I've ever mentioned this record. This is a very unique record, and I've been proud to have this in my collection. Stuart Copeland from Police fame, obviously, who has a unique life. His dad was in the CIA. His mom was like a foreign professor, something crazy.
So he wants for nothing.
No, he didn't, and he lived he took that to his advantage in the most artistic way possible.
I appreciate those that do the right thing.
Right. He is like, I have all these opportunities. I'm going to take advantage of it and just explore things that should be explored. And
rhythms from around the world.
Legos.
Which leads us to his 1985 album.
I mean, you can't say
this is on A&M.
When you listen to Stuart Copeland,
the Rhythmist.
His influence is out there.
the rhythmist. I mean, everybody knows how much of he was ranked number 5, I believe, by Rolling Stone in terms of drummers.
He's always
rock and roll.
He's the clock drummer.
He's on point. On.
And you know what the newest internet meme is?
What's that?
The man loves
Meme?
Legos.
Meme?
Yeah.
Meme?
He builds Lego
Meme?
castles, Lego cathedrals,
Lego
Lego stadiums.
I wonder if he has the new Lego meth lab from the show
Breaking Bad.
There's a meth lab out there. Lego didn't make
Legos.
it. It's an off-brand.
Legos are good for things.
You mean
I don't think the Lego
Mega
people
Blocks?
are happy about it. Not
No,
Mega
no,
It's not Mega Blocks?
Not Mega Blocks.
I don't think so.
The sooner we get on the same page.
I appreciate your effort, but no.
All right. Okay, hey, let's keep going.
You and your
We're
kids.
gonna die. Everything's
Wearing
gonna
your
die.
kids.
What are we?
Stretching it out. So this record, Stuart Copeland, the rhythmist, is fantastic. It's 85 on A&M. He travels to Africa, which I realize
Is
is a
that
little.
1985?
I realize which is a little cliche, but for a percussionist. But he goes to Africa.
That's not cliche. That's part of it.
Very cool rhythms on
So
this.
right after Synchronicity, he took off for Africa.
Yeah.
That's about 84.
This is a
Giraffe? Look,
this is totally
show the giraffe.
for as much attention.
Hey,
as,
point to the giraffe.
For as much attention as Paul Simon, Paul Simon.
Simon Powell.
Paul Simon got for his African exploits.
You talking about Graceland?
Graceland. This record is up there, man.
Graceland was really good, though.
But this is up there, and this gets completely overlooked. It's in that vein, but in a Stuart Copeland kind of
Nixon went
way.
to China.
I don't know. And one more record I want to talk about, and I don't think we've spoken about this on Grown Man Record Night before, and that is the soundtrack for About a Son, which is a documentary done about Kurt Cobain, all with stills and music that's not Nirvana.
They didn't have license.
And
for
Steve
Nirvana.
Fisk,
But
who's one of my favorite guys. Oh my. One of my favorite guys is a part of this. Steve Fisk, and this is Benjamin Goddard. And this came out in 2008, I believe. And I picked this up. I paid a lot of money for it because I'd heard it. And
It's like ambient with a string background.
it's incredible.
It came out in 1982.
I tell you what, we're going to listen to a track, the Overture, which is the most popular track of this. We're going to listen to that and then come right back with a chip chat that you're not going to want to miss. We got a great chip chat coming your way. So let's wrap up this dig of the week, and we'll go from this dig of the week right into a Grown Man Record Night graphic, and then we'll go into listening to a little bit of music, and I'll fade that into some of this music, and then we'll come back with a chip chat. And we got so many things to talk about. Come back with us. We appreciate you here on Grown Man Record Night. Stay
Don't you
tuned.
go
3, 2,
nowhere.
1. Here we go.
Don't
3, 2,
you
1.
go nowhere.
Channel 48,
Don't
the
you
Great
go
Entertainment.
nowhere.
Channel. Okay, folks. All right. Okay. Here's what we're doing.
What are you doing?
We're doing a little chip chat.
What shall we do?
Coming right out of this fresh dig, we've been jamming a little Jimmy Castor bunch.
Uh-oh.
Sean, talk to him. It's crazy. Battery die? Look at the little guy. Go to a graphic. Go to a graphic while we're talking. So here's what we're going to do, folks. For this chip chat, we got some crazy stuff going on,
Okay,
man.
talk about it.
I got a crazy life hack
Yeah.
that I need to talk about.
Life? What?
A life hack.
What's a life hack?
Well, a life hack is something that's going to make your life a lot better, Steve.
I want to know more about that.
Well, here's the deal.
Is that music screaming over us? See how this level is?
No, that's probably not. Probably not. You're probably worried about a whole bunch of
I
nothing.
don't know, though. It was pretty loud.
That's louder.
We were fighting with old Jimmy Castor.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do.
Y'all still wearing your mics?
Yeah.
Here's what we're gonna do.
We're hot. We're good. Yeah. What are we doing?
Yeah. I'm going to show you a new life hack
What's life hack?
here on
Okay.
Chip Chat
Maybe I'll know more about
to do
life
with
hack.
your potato chip bag area,
Oh.
right? So if you get you a fresh little bag, especially, I would anticipate this being a really neat trick to do if you were in mobile.
Immobile?
Mobile 5?
Mobile. So in the car. So this would be good.
Oh, it's full. It's full.
Okay.
Hey, we got some power.
We got power.
Okay.
Hey, we got some power.
A little bit.
Okay.
So here's what we're going to do.
Okay, go ahead.
Check this life hack out.
I'm checking it out.
This is going to blow your mind. It's going to blow your mind. Our good friend of the program, Abigail, hooked us up with this video on what to do with your potato chip bag. It's going to blow your mind.
Okay.
Check it out.
I got to see it.
Okay. Hey guys! I'm Abby with Abby's Awesome Life Hacks. Your record player people. Whatever you want to call you. So, you ever been all like in the car and you're like, I want a bag of chips. Oh wait, there's a wheel. So, I want a bag of chips. So then you stop and you're like, okay. So, you're going to make it so your chips can stand vertical. Because this, not possible. No matter how hard you try, it's just not going to happen. Stop trying. Okay. Gotta open it. First step. It's important. Now, stupid chip people don't put enough chips in the bag. Ugh. So you gotta get all that crap on your hands, and you're trying to steer, and you don't want it on your steering wheel, because now your car's rental, and you're like, oh! Okay, so then you gotta, like, kind of shake it, so the chips are kind of up and hold the top. And then you just fold in the corners. Fold it in. And keep, like, folding, and folding, and folding. It takes a while. But yeah, chips are up there. And then you can eat them, and they will sit vertical if you're smart enough to listen to directions. Then you gotta eat them, and then you gotta push them up more. It's a process, but it works. Okay, hey guys! I'm Abby with Abby's Awesome Life Hacks. Your record player people. Whatever you want to call you. So, you ever been all like in the car and you're like, I want a bag of chips. Oh wait, there's a wheel. So, I want a bag of chips. So then you stop and you're like, Abby's Awesome Life Hacks.
What? Up and down. Okay. All right, folks. The problem was
Abby's Awesome Life Hack.
that was pretty much incredible, and that's what I was thinking. And that's not like they're like, oh, cute, look what the kid did, and it's all like nice. No, that's legitimate. That's legitimate, man. I mean, we're talking that can change your life in a car.
Is your life affected?
Of course. I mean, look at this, dude.
I thought that was great.
That is fantastic. In a car, if you've ever tried to deal with a bag of chips in the car, first of all, we apologize for that being all stupid and like, good.
I thought it was like a storyboard.
Yeah,
it looked like
what we were going for was the film strip look.
You know,
I've like Sledgehammer, Peter Gabriel Sledgehammer.
Yeah.
I've imported
Stop
several
motion.
videos this evening, and all of them they've all been so we may try that another time. But that's good to have in the back pocket. That's a legitimate trick, man. Turning that stuff, making it into I mean, dude, that's for real. That's for real stuff. That's grown-up talk. That's grown-up talk.
So that was great. You did that.
Yeah, what a better way to start off chip
Maybe
chat
she
here
could-
on
she
Grown
should
Men
give
Road.
us, every once in a while, I'll come back with something for us.
Yeah, I'm sure she can come up with something. So
It's
every
great
now,
to talk to that younger generation.
so every now and then we may touch base with Abigail and see what's going on in the younger chip world.
Are you hungry?
They know what's going on.
Are you hungry?
Sometimes I like to think I know what's going on, and I may know a little bit of what's going on. But people like Abigail and that generation, they know what's going on.
What's going on?
I don't know. Like I said.
What's going on?
Yeah. Hey, during that break, how about that About a Son soundtrack, man? We listened to the overture. Oh my God. It's a little heavy. It makes me think about my funeral and things like that.
So you want that played at your funeral?
I want that. The overture. Yeah, that's gonna need to happen. But
on your playlist, man.
Yeah, we won't dilly-dally on that. Open bag special, unintended, just kind of happened. Utz Kettle Classic Sweet Potato. Cameraman brought these to the table. I've had these before. This is a good chip. But these...
They're sweet, not too salty.
Right.
Crunchy.
More than anything, this particular bag or batch or whatever is oilier. It seems wetter out of the bag. It seems wetter.
It's wetter.
Wetter.
W-E-D-D.
W-H-E-T-T.
How's the weather where you come from?
Whether the weather is good or whether the weather is bad.
Whatever the weather.
No matter the weather.
No matter.
Mr. Danner. He was a substitute teacher in 6th grade. And me and Ryan still remember one of his little
he had a weather
thing.
Mr. Danner.
It was a poem.
It was a poem he read us at the end of...
The weather is good.
And it's like, oh, this old man, he was old, man. Dude was probably 70 years old. He was our substitute teacher. But he had a little poem he read at the end of the class. And we were like, oh, that's a poem, all right. That's a poem. So anyhow, these are good. But this particular bag is oilier and wetter.
This particular bag is empty.
Yeah, we killed it. Better than ever. Probably because of the
really good.
Whole oil.
What you got for Chip
So
Chat?
you got some chips?
We got some
show the
chips.
graphic. You're
show
on
the
there.
graphic.
Yeah.
Time to go
That's
through it.
part of Chip Chat.
That
You
is
kidding
part
me?
of it.
Everybody's
Open
one
bag
of-
specials,
One
part
of
of
those.
Chip
All your uncle. Let's talk about your uncle. Let's take a few minutes to talk about your uncle.
Okay. What's one of those? He knows stuff.
Your uncle?
Yeah.
What's his prostate health like?
No clue.
Let's talk about it.
But he was in the hospital
How's
at one
his
point.
HCL?
Oh, it's probably a little bit higher than it should be.
Hey, I'm wearing my Buccaneers jersey.
99.
They lost the first 2 games on field goals at the end of the game.
Yeah, they have.
It's a Warren Sapp jersey. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's keep it moving. Little Chip Chat area. Little dinamitas.
I love the dynamite.
We may have covered these on the program before. I don't remember. We've covered a couple.
We did the green bag.
The green bag, super hot.
Super stainy.
Super good, super hot.
stainy.
Super stainy. It's like freaking house paint, man. And I was down on vacation. First night, we were eating like olives and some dinamitas and a couple of little chips and some pretzels and some things. And I got some of that stain on my fingers, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'll go wash that off. Scrub.
Nope.
No, forget it. Okay, cool. I'll take a shower tomorrow. That'll get rid of it. Scrub. No, forget about it.
You're washed in the blood of a corn
I was like,
chip.
I'll see if they got any lava, because I bet lava will take it off.
Lava?
And I go into the kitchen and scrub. No, 3 days. 3 days to get the dinamitas dust off of my fingers. But this is the orange and yellow bag, the sunburst bag.
Yeah.
I'll call them sunburst. Nacho.
It looks like a Gibson Les Paul Sunburst.
You got it. Nacho Picasso. Picoso.
It's Picoso.
Picoso. Okay. Fair is fair.
Not
So we'll check these out. And these are.
Picoso, I think, means spicy.
If you're not familiar with the
these are not nearly as spicy.
dinamitas, this is the Latin version of the.
Okay.
It's like a Dorito.
Does that say?
It's like a taco.
Does that say "damn it" on the front of the bag?
Nope.
Can I hold it up?
These are good.
I love these.
Yeah, these are fantastic. Hold one of the actual chips up there,
Now
Cameron.
you showed last week or 2 weeks. You showed the big green. I haven't seen them in a big bag. You
Right.
got a big bag. Where'd you get the big bag?
Those were down on vacation. Still left over because those hot ones take forever. But I tell you what, this bag here, way less hot.
Not hot at all.
Much. If you're not familiar with the,
Dorito.
A little hot.
for our people that are not familiar with the Dinamitas product, it's made by Doritos for the Latin community. It's basically a Dorito that's kind of rolled up into a corn tube, and they have these different flavors. Some of them very, very hot. But this
I
one,
was mad when they first came out because they're marketing to Hispanic, so they wouldn't put them in my local store. I'll tell you, but honestly, there aren't a lot of Hispanics that near me. But now they finally guessed that there's people who like these, you know. So you'll see them more and more in convenience stores. Hopefully, they'll put them in grocery stores in a bigger bag.
yeah, they're good. And I like the unique flavors. It's not like the normal Doritos flavors, even though it comes from the Doritos brand. Great. If you see,
But you really want to
if you see these, man,
if you
pick
really
them
want
up.
to kick, get that green bag.
Yeah, the green ones.
Just eat them with eat them with some tweezers or something.
No, they're hot. They're hot, man.
They're Spanish.
Okay. Hey, speaking of Chip Chat, I've been meaning to mention this for a couple of weeks now. I wanted to mention that good friend of the program, friend since day one, Trisha, right? She has hooked us up with this spreadsheet, right, of all the chips we've done.
And comments.
And comments.
The greatest part about it.
Brands, episode, comments, all this in a spreadsheet.
So tell about the conversation you had over chips that when I was looking at.
Oh, somebody was like, hey, I found these chips for you, and we're going to feature these a little bit later. And I was like, oh, I remember doing some of those, sort of like those, and I couldn't remember. And I was like, oh, yeah, we did those, but we didn't do those flavors. And the dude replied back, I know, I checked the list.
On his phone.
Trisha has provided us with a list, an Excel spreadsheet, every chip we've ever done, Steve. Since day one for Chip Chat.
That's fantastic.
It's a complete archive with comments, brands, episodes, everything that we can just access at any time. And it's become invaluable. We've done hundreds of chips here on Chip Chat. This is where you go for chip information on the internet.
There's nowhere else to go.
If you're surfing the internet,
I have tried to find better
some radio
sources
station,
of
some local
chips.
station says they want to talk about chips. They're not going to get.
Oh, they're not
They're
gonna
not
get
going to be
anywhere.
anywhere near where we are.
because when I'm
You know,
surfing,
they might scoop you
When I'm
on
surfing.
novelty, but as far as overall quality of chip chat,
I always get into curls.
yeah,
4 foot
You're right
overhead. 4 foot overhead.
you're right there.
I'm right there, surfing right in there,
What else you got?
up in their buck business. So we appreciate Trisha hooking us up with that. That's crazy time. That's awesome. That's a. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever bring you down. Yeah. Okay. So moving on with Chip Chat. I got a couple of.
What was that?
Speaking of that brand I was talking about earlier, the Bossman. That's the one that he texted me about these chips, right? Super rare chips, okay? From a company called Zapp's.
That from New Orleans?
You gotcha. This is a Louisiana company.
We did have them on the show.
We did these on the show, and several months ago, we did their dill pickle version called Gator Taters.
Gators.
And they were
They're good.
dill. They're very good. And I'll tell you the trick about these potato chips here in just a second.
Good artwork on the bag.
Good artwork. So we're going to start with the New Orleans kettle style spicy Cajun crawl taters. It's got a picture of a crawdad up here at the front eating what looks like a potato chip. There's no like crawdad flavor in here. I'm thinking it may be kind of like a crab chip.
Crab boil.
Yeah, where it's like the spicy.
They're gonna try to
It'd
make
be like
you think you're
Satchery.
eating.
This would be like Satchery.
They're gonna try to make you think you're eating.
Yeah, Tony Catry.
Tony Catry.
Here we go.
This is Satchery.
Yep. Oh wow.
Is it Tony Satchery?
Hold those up, guy.
Oh, Lord.
And when I finish chewing up this mouthful of potato chips, I'm gonna sing you a song about what's on the front of this
It's a
bag.
lot like the crab chip.
It's a lot like the crab chip,
lot-
but with more of a Cajun flavor.
Yeah, less paprika and more Cajun flavor.
Yeah.
Cayenne?
Spin it. That is more cayenne. Let's spin this on around to the graphic on the side of that. On the front of the bag, and I'll sing you a song. Spin on around to the front of the bag,
Let's
here,
hear that
cameraman. Hello, lamppost. What you knowin'? I come to watch your flowers growing. Ain't you got no rhymes for me? And doo-doo-doo-doo, feeling groovy. Feeling groovy. Yeah, these are good, man. These are fantastic. I really enjoy these. These come from the bar.
Crab meat with sand.
It's got that seafood spice.
It's the crab boil.
Yeah, the boil. And we got one more chip from
We're
Zach.
good, though.
I appreciate that.
Very good. So this one, according to Bossman, was
Is it
the
dollar store?
This is at the Dollar Tree, Dollar Store, Dollar General, one of those two. And this was the clerk, the one that sold it to him,
Yeah.
gave him his change. Here you go, Bossman. Here's the change from you buying all these potato chips.
Oh, yeah?
Said this was his or her favorite.
His favorite.
His or her favorite.
His or her.
His or her.
You know if it's a guy or a girl.
And this is again from
I
Zach.
couldn't tell if she looked
New
like a guy or-
Orleans kettle style. I spit something on my finger.
gross. It's probably some food.
Yeah, I ate about it.
Some zaps.
Voodoo. This style is called voodoo. But before we get into this,
There's a Sabbath song called Voodoo.
before we get into the flavor of this, cameraman, I would like for you to show. Cameraman's giving me no. He's giving me the hunt. Cameraman's giving me the hunt. We're going from the Jimmy. Okay.
You fixing to switch over to Nighthawk?
Just show the front. Show the front of it. The voodoo.
I should have brought my meters.
But
off.
really, show the back of it, cameraman. Look at the little mailbox down there. Now here's what I want you folks to do. Zapp's has a number on the back of here. 1-800-HOT-CHIPS. That's 1-800-HOT-CHIPS. So what I want you to do,
remember that.
if you're a friend of the program, like I know you are, I want you to call 1-800-HOT-CHIPS. That's going to be the
468-2447.
Thank you, Steve. And
Thank you.
absolutely, no problem.
Are my balls showing?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
We'll set 3, 2, 1. I want each of you folks to call this number, 1-800-HOT-CHIP, and tell them that you saw their potato chip on Grown Man Record Night in a segment called Chip Chat. Mention Chip Chat to them. Chip Chat. Chip Chat. Saturation.
Grown man chip chat.
No. You're diluting the message. See how all that came down.
Chip chat record night?
Chip Chat.
Wait,
Nope.
wait.
What is it? That's what it is. Chip
Chat.
Chat. So call 1-800-HOT-CHIP, singular. And
Chips?
no,
You
chip.
can probably enter chips. The S
1-800-HOT-CHIP.
wouldn't register.
Tell them you saw this on Grown Man Record Night, Chip Chat segment.
That's 1-800-468-2447.
If you can't get an answer there, please try this address.
Okay. So here's,
MasterCard accepted.
okay, go to here. But here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call 1-800-HOT-CHIP right
Visa
now.
and MasterCard.
I don't know. Maybe they got some people on the horn right
I think they're going to try. Actually, you know what's going to happen? I'm reading this.
now. Right.
You're going to call there and tell them that you love their chips, and what they're going to do is try to sell you their chips because it says prompt shipment, Visa and MasterCard accepted. So you're going to call that number and they're going to try to sell you.
Well,
their chips.
I tell you what, Steve. I'm calling the number right now.
It says during normal business hours.
Right, here we go.
You're not going to get nothing. This is a live call
Yeah.
to Zaps.
We'll push the speaker button.
These are better. These are better. Kind of a little sweetness to them. Almost like a barbecue.
Okay, and we're talking. Oh, that's really good. Holy Lord. I'm putting that up there for Chip of the Year.
You do that every week.
No, I don't. I've got about 4 or 5 for the whole year.
Mother always did like you best.
4 or 5 for the whole year.
Let's got a little bit of vinegar in it too.
Let's hold this up.
Oh
That's
wow!
like, that's why I say it's like a barbecue sauce.
They get another piece from the camera.
I can also fool myself into thinking that's popcorn.
They get another look in
These
front of the
are
camera.
Really good.
That is fantastic.
Sweet,
I'm going to call them and tell them about it.
vinegary. It's not overly
Wow.
spicy, but it's spicy.
That is so good, man. That's one of the best chips this year, I'm telling you.
Did you call 1-800-HOT-CHIP?
I'm trying.
Well, you may have to give up.
I got it on speakerphone. Hey, but you guys call 1-800-HOT-CHIP. Tell them how much I enjoyed their chip.
I'm enjoying
their voodoo
my chips with a late one.
chip. A late one, Kentucky soda.
I
We
think
didn't do a soda
you
stream
guys
tonight.
talked about these before.
Yeah, that's
I'll
right.
just show you that I'm drinking a late one. We're not going to do soda stream.
No soda speak.
This thing is a great. I won't focus on it. It's a great. It's a ginger ale without the bite.
And with caffeine.
What?
Yeah. Ginger ale has no caffeine. That's got quite a bit of caffeine. Kind of like a Mountain Dew.
I like it.
That number's not working. Folks, call 1-800-HOT-CHIPS. We're done with Chip Chat. Forget it. Hey, we appreciate Abigail sending that video in. That's crazy business. That's awesome.
These are some great chips we have.
That's awesome. Abigail, cool video. Awesome chips. We got
Is that the end of the show?
a late one. We got stuff happening. We got cool records. Oh my God. This has been an awesome show. It's an awesome show. What a great way to spend your Friday night. I don't know what else you want to do. What else do you want to do on Friday night? I can't think of anything. They won't let me.
My brain content.
No, they won't let me go to high school dances anymore. This is the only thing I think about doing.
Or hams.
Or ham. I can't. I can't go to ham. I can't go to hams anymore either. That's a story for another time.
Another time, my child.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to Grown Man Record Night.
We're back.
We're gonna start this whole show over. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you. We'll catch you next time. Be sure to visit our YouTube page, youtube.com/Machete Miller. Like us, subscribe us, share us, tell your friends how much you love our roadhouse. Let them know about it. Let them know about
Let
it.
them know what's in your wheelhouse.
That's what I'm talking about. So
What kind of spices make you happy?
that's what I'm saying. Hey, we'll see
What are
you.
you saying?
I don't know.
You said enough?
Probably.
This
Hey,
is the shortest show ever.
It's going to be awesome. We're going to keep playing some more awesome records, so stay with us here on Ustream, and we sure do appreciate you. And we'll see you next time here on Grown Man Record Night. Thanks for stopping by, Steve.
Oh, yeah, anytime. Thanks for having me.